Oh, God! Oh, God is good. I keep telling y'all, street ain't got no God. God do not look after street. Boosie really thought he wasn't going to jail for that pistol. I knew he was going. She going to jail. All that newborn baby. Boosie won't get to see that newborn baby till that baby be walking and talking. Boosie going to jail.
A lot of things this case has stopped me from doing, traveling all across the world, making. So I just want to get it over with, and, you know, accept my guilty plea. I'm ready to get over with.
Anything you want to say to your fans?
Just say a prayer for me. I just need prayer. I don't need nothing else.
Charleston White was celebrating you taking the plea deal. I think he even said he hopes you die in jail and stuff like that.
Yeah, I heard.
The biggest thing right now was that you actually accepted a plea deal for your federal gun case.
Yeah.
Now, how long have you been fighting this thing from the very, very beginning?
I've been fighting for probably 3 years now, probably.
3 years.
Boosie could be facing a decade-long federal sentence, and the internet has been going wild over it. Of course, Charleston White couldn't resist jumping in to mock him. The moment news of Boosie's case broke, Charleston went live like it was a holiday, laughing and saying he always knew Boosie would get caught up again. He even admitted he'd been waiting for this exact moment, then went further, claiming he wouldn't mind if Boosie never got out. Earlier this month, Boosie had told his fans that he accepted a plea deal because he was exhausted from the ongoing court battles. He said it seemed like the smartest option, even though the case had already been dismissed once. But in 2024, the prosecutors came back with a re-indictment, and now Boosie could be looking at more than 10 years behind bars. While Boosie has been sharing heartfelt messages about relying on God and feeling worn out, Charleston has been online celebrating like it's a party. It's wild because Boosie has dealt with legal trouble for years, but this latest gun charge is serious. He was caught as a felon in possession of a firearm, a case that's notoriously difficult to fight, no matter who you are.
Let's picked it up.
Now, it was a state case. The feds came, picked it up. They had a ruling in the Supreme Court that went in my favor, and the case got dropped by the judge. The case got dropped.
Initially, it seemed like Boosie had escaped trouble when his case was dismissed in 2023, and fans thought he could finally focus on his music and family. But the authorities weren't finished. In 2024, they came back and re-indicted him on the same charge, basically saying, "Not so fast, we're still coming for you." That's when Boosie finally gave in and accepted the plea deal. He went on X and wrote, "I thought this case was over and I could move on. But God doesn't make mistakes, and I'm exhausted from fighting." You could feel the weight of that message. This wasn't just another legal hurdle for him, it was everything he had been running from catching up all at once. When the news broke, fans rushed to support him. But it was clear Boosie was mentally and emotionally drained. This wasn't the same person who used to clap back at critics or troll online for fun. His post carried a mix of faith and surrender, as if he was preparing himself to accept whatever was coming next.
I wasn't gonna go to trial with it from the dump, actually, but I feel like this the right move for me. You know, I trust in God.
If you've followed Boosie's journey since his Baton Rouge days, you know he's been dodging both literal and legal bullets for years. He's survived lawsuits, ongoing feuds, and even serious health scares. But this situation feels heavier. Facing a potential 10-year sentence is no small matter, and the gravity showed in every message he shared. While fans sent prayers and words of support, Charleston White was doing the exact opposite. He went live, grinning ear to ear, bragging that he predicted this moment all along. Charleston claimed he never thought Boosie would escape trouble. And now that it's serious, he's treating it like a victory. He even went as far as saying he hopes Boosie doesn't make it out of jail alive, which is extreme, even for him. But that's Charleston's brand, being the loudest, most outrageous provocateur in the hip-hop world.
Going to jail! Oh, God! Oh, God is good. I keep telling y'all, street ain't got no God. God do not look after street. Boosie really thought he wasn't going to jail for that pistol. I knew he was going. She going to jail. All that newborn baby. Boosie won't get to see that newborn baby till that baby be walking and talking. Boosie going to jail!
The worst part, Boosie hadn't even had a chance to process his own sentencing when Charleston turned his struggle into a full-on live comedy show. Charleston White trolling people isn't new, but his fixation on Boosie seems way too personal. Every time Boosie faces legal trouble, Charleston pops up like clockwork, ready to stir drama. Fans keep asking themselves, why does Charleston seem to hate Boosie so much? This clearly isn't just random internet beef. Their tension runs deep and has been building for years. It all traces back to late 2022, when Kanye West sparked outrage with that White Lives Matter shirt. Boosie spoke out, saying Kanye was disrespecting black people, and most agreed with him. But Charleston didn't. He jumped online and attacked Boosie for even commenting, escalating the situation. That's when it got worse. Charleston didn't just go after Boosie, he dragged Boosie's son, Tutti Raw, and even T's son, King Harris, into the mess. He insulted them, said they couldn't fight, and even predicted they'd end up in jail someday.
He brought you up because you were attacking Kanye because of the...
Nah, it's Kanye West. It just happened. Nigga been coming at me. He been coming at me. It's just, you know, I can't respond to those people, bro. Like, that's a danger to what I got going on. You can't take no risk of losing this behind, you know?
The whole situation was messy and low, even for Charleston's usual antics. That's when it became clear he wasn't just another loud internet personality. He was willing to go extremely low, even targeting people's children to hurt their parents. What surprised everyone most, though, was how composed Boosie remained throughout it all. Instead of lashing out like fans expected, he stayed level-headed. In an interview with Tony the Closer, Boosie explained that speaking too freely could land him back in jail, especially when someone was deliberately trying to provoke him by involving his kids.
I ain't really got no opinion on him because, my opinion can send me to prison. So I ain't really, I ain't really got no opinion on him, once you go to threaten people's kids, talking about you gotta lie. So, I ain't the one gonna do all that. I ain't gonna do all that, you know what I'm saying? It's just, hey, certain people you can't really express opinions on, and he one of those. You can't express how you feel because you might end up in prison. And I ain't getting tricked off the street.
Instead of reacting the way everyone expected, Boosie stayed composed and didn't lash out. In that interview, he made it clear why he didn't respond recklessly. The message was simple: Boosie wasn't intimidated by Charleston. Not at all. But he understood the game. Charleston was skilled at baiting people into saying something that could get them in serious trouble, so Boosie chose to stay calm, at least outwardly. By early 2023, though, their tension reached a boiling point. The feud escalated quickly. Charleston was already mocking T.I. over his paperwork party when Boosie's son, Tutti Raw, fired back, calling Charleston old, messy, and even telling him to die. That's when Charleston crossed the line. He went live and said, "I hope your dad dies from diabetes. I hope they forget to send his insulin this month." Seriously, he literally wished death on Boosie just to hurt his son.
Right, for Boosie, you done got too much. You done let these niggas play you too this internet book dumb and it. Say what little Tootie gonna do now? What little say? Listen, Vlad TV. Vlad post everybody going to jail but Boosie. Somebody tag Vlad TV.
Charleston wasn't done, though. By March, he was claiming Boosie warned promoters not to book him and spun that into a rant, saying he had contacted the feds and was ready to get Boosie locked up for making threats. He even mocked Boosie's health to make his insults sting harder, going live to insist he was going to have Boosie investigated by the FBI, even without any proof. Yet saying it loudly online made it stick. Boosie admitted that even people already behind bars were joking about when he'd arrive, adding another layer of humiliation while he faced a potential 10-year federal sentence. Many fans believe Boosie took the plea deal to avoid a trial altogether. And honestly, who could blame him? Having Charleston in the courtroom would have turned it into a circus. Charleston, known for snitching and making situations go viral, could have turned the entire trial into a spectacle while bragging afterward about helping put Boosie away. That's exactly his style. Charleston's past shows why Boosie likely wanted to avoid any courtroom encounter with him. When Charleston was 14, he got involved in a robbery where a fellow teen, Antoine Doolittle, shot a man named Michael Levi. Charleston testified against him, something the streets still criticize him for today. He defends himself by saying, "I was young. I told the truth. That's not snitching. That's survival." Recently, footage of that case resurfaced online, fueling accusations of hypocrisy. Charleston doubled down, admitting he never followed street codes and doesn't care who's upset, even while calling other rappers rats. The irony is extreme. When you piece it all together, from the first conflicts in 2022, the drama with Tutti, the arrests, and the non-stop live rants, it looks like Charleston had been waiting, maybe even hoping, for this exact moment. Boosie isn't behind bars yet, but with a plea deal on the table, he could face a full decade in prison. Meanwhile, Charleston continues to celebrate online as if it's already over, leaving the streets split between amusement and anticipation. And imagine the spectacle if Boosie actually gets sentenced. Charleston will undoubtedly turn it into a full-blown circus.